None of my calls are coming to me.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yes, it is. Especially if it showed me going en route.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting the call.
That's audio from a 911 call here in Kent County. Target 8 investigators uncovered many more like that in our investigation when we discovered some big problems with the county's new dispatch system that you, the taxpayers, spent millions of dollars on. Well, today the Kent County Dispatch Authority held their first meeting since our investigation aired, and Heather Walker's learning that they feel that there's been a drop in the number of problems. Heather?
Yeah, Brian, there may be fewer problems, but the system is still far from error-free.
That's a
big issue.
major problem.
Yes, it is.
These are dispatchers on our SALT call back on January 30th. You can hear the concern in their voices.
I filled out more problem forms than anyone else here, and this is the first one I've ever filled out with the severity level of high.
Thankfully, in this call, someone was being sent, but that was unclear to all the parties involved. This was just a month after the system was put in place. 5 months later, how's the system stacking up?
Really gets down to about 10 critical errors that Motorola is working to deliver a fix to right away.
Chief Deputy Michelle Young of the Kent County Sheriff's Office reported to the Dispatch Authority today on its progress.
We did talk to Motorola in detail specifically.
She says the critical errors aren't putting anyone's lives at risk. They're more software problems.
We think it's actually going pretty well. It's fully deployed. We're using it for 100% of all of our public safety calls.
Young says Motorola is constantly working on all the problems, along with a team of people that have been since the beginning.
We have Motorola engineering, Motorola testing people. We have Kent County Sheriff's Department testing people. We have Grand Rapids City testing people. We have supervisors that are working to try to note any differences in the way the call is being processed that might be a problem. And then obviously our line staff.
Then why are there still all these problems?
It's really just a system that is that complicated to be able to set up. So we're, relatively speaking, actually suffering very few problems that we would consider to be significant.
I asked the Chief Deputy how she would rate the problems on a scale from 1 to 10 back in January and how she would rate them today. She says that they have dropped from about a 6 to a 4. Now, we had other questions for the chair of the Kent County Dispatch Authority, Curtis Holt. He refused to talk on camera, instead asking us to email him questions. We did so, however, he never got back to us. In studio control, Heather Walker, 24 Hour News 8.